the way things are going to make sense after you're done with this experience, it's just wow. Anyway, so you asked me what you should do to prepare. Well, I mean, not to prepare, but some advice. You know, I self-administered. I actually never went to a retreat or a ceremony or a shaman. And so my advice, I'm just letting you know that before, I give you any advice. So I never actually dealt with, if you're going to a retreat ceremony, I've never experienced that. I am considering taking I'm considering having those experiences now, so that, I can share about them and I can kind of compare the difference. But my advice, you're still dealing with the spirit of Aya, the plant medicine, the sacred plant medicine. And so no matter what, the shaman way was doing it or my way we're doing it, we're dealing with the same entity. And so from my personal experience, my advice, would be to really think about your intentions and, set clear intentions, and don't expect for her to give you what you were asking for. I wanted this out-of-body experience. Let me tell you, this is something I wanted, okay? I manifested this. And I had heard about ayahuasca, and I heard people talking about going to another dimensions. And I've heard about the breakthrough. And then I had a friend do DMT. And he had told me about this amazing ayahuasca experience where he went to another dimension. He was explaining to me how everything was. And I was like, I want this, I want to have this for myself. And so I had this desire to experience what I heard about. I needed to see that there was more than this human life. I really did. Like, I needed that plant. That plant and me, we had a relationship. Once you really meet the spirit, you're gonna realize you've known her. You're gonna have this familiarity with her. So don't be afraid of this experience, because you're not out of it. You become more enlightened, more conscious, and fully aware of what you're doing. So set your intentions, but don't expect to get like the out-of-body thing. I didn't get it right away. I didn't get it. In fact, that was my intentions. I didn't get it, but I still found out I was God, and I still found out about the universe and everything. And so I did it again. And I didn't get the experience that time either. She took me through the whole Akashic Records field. And then I did it 2 more times. And one of the times I upped the dosage. And just I'm thinking, well, maybe if I take more, I'll go out of body. And she made me projectile vomit so hard. And she said, don't you ever try to rush this experience. She said it's going to happen, basically it's going to happen on her terms. She's taking you through a journey. So expect whatever it is, it's going to be a beautiful journey. And expect the best. And if there is something scary or a scary image or something scary, remember, you can never be hurt. In fact, focus on love. Think about love. Because think about, you're in the world of energy. Okay. See, here we can't see energy as well. But when you're in the world of energy, if you see a scary frequency or vibration, if you think love and emanate love, you will get rid of it. So that's one thing you should know. And, like, don't expect it. But let me tell you, you don't have to go out of body to have the most beautiful ayahuasca experience and realize you're God. And I know it's a coveted experience, and it's just amazing. Okay. And I want to have it again, but I'm okay having it the one time, for now. Because I don't know, sometimes I think maybe if I go again, I won't come back to my body. Anyways, but, I just go in there with good intentions. Don't listen to anybody's fear-based beliefs. I would recommend not don't look up stories and documentaries about it. Have your own experience. Because, on documentaries, they like to lean towards the more negative aspects, I notice. And they're like, oh, I'm worried, I'm going to go crazy, blah, blah, blah. Make sure, this is good advice, make sure you stay grounded. When you come out of there, really focus on grounding your energy. If you realize that, oh, I'm God, everything is me, you're going to be floating on cloud nine. You might want to quit your job. When my husband took it for the first time, he was like, we were living in a trailer when we first moved together. He said, do we have to go back to this trailer? He was ready to quit his job. He was like, no, we're God. We should, and we're still in linear time. You realize you're in God. You're going to realize you're God. But in linear time, it's still going to take some time to manifest yourself out of certain situations when you realize I'm actually controlling this. And so, let me think. Is there any other advice? God, it's beautiful. I want to take it again. I really, really want to take it again. But I wanted to share that because you said you were, about to take it soon. And I actually had a few comments of people saying that they might be taking it soon. And did I have any advice? Just be open-minded, let positive energy flow. When you're approaching a plant, I know you'll be a little nervous. Don't be scared. She senses all of your energy. Okay. And if you hold any kind of scared or fear, I know you might be a little nervous at first. The shamans may give you hape or something to kind of ground you and calm you down. But if not, just try to relax. You really want to relax into it, especially in those beginning moments. It takes a while to kick in, but before it kick in, you go through these sudden changes and you just kind of relax, into it. And then just allow what'll happen. For me, the first time I took it, when I really started seeing it was working, I started seeing really vivid visions of colors moving around. And then you'll go through a phase where it's going to get uncomfortable. And I guess that could translate into many things, but she showed me these images, right? And these images began to move in a certain way, but I felt the images and I was feeling uncomfortable. And she tells me, this is going to be uncomfortable for a while, but it's going to be okay. And when she said uncomfortable, I was feeling a little uncomfortable. And you see, the plant medicine can make you kind of nauseous. And it's a horrible feeling, I'm not going to lie. And throwing up will feel good. And it will help to do that because you're also purging energy. But the one thing about it is just you might be feeling uncomfortable. Your body might be feeling uncomfortable. You might want to throw up. The whole experience is kind of teaching you that you're going to have to detach from this body. You're going to have to detach from the feeling uncomfortable, all of that. And you have to really get into spirit. And she assists you to get there. And so even though my body might be feeling sick, you're going to be feeling amazing all in the spirit world. And you'll realize that this whole purging process, when you come through, it's going to feel really, really healing. And it's going to feel like when I come back from Aya, when they call it a trip, it feels like you went on vacation. You come back, you feel like you've been relaxed for weeks, months, maybe even years. You feel like every cell in your body has changed. She shifts you, she heals you, She'll repair your eyesight. I remember once I took ayahuasca, and afterwards, my vision was so clear. My husband was playing this video game and everything was bright and popping out. And I was just I told myself, I said, she did something to my vision. It's so much better. And so it's you're going to be walking in on a new timeline. You're going to be a new you afterwards. So like I said, you go into this with positive. Don't worry. The nausea, the uncomfortable, it's a sacrifice, but you're going to realize all of that purging of that energy is part of what heals you in the process. And so, okay, so that's about it. I hope you have a great ayahuasca experience, and let me know if you have any questions, and sign up